All right, last one. Let's do a power rule problem. Let's do a power rule problem that looks like number 17. This one's probably going to be the tricky one. So here's the original function, and we can use the power rule on this guy to find the derivative. So remember, you need to write it as a number times x to a power. So first, look at this. We've got an x in the numerator and denominator. I need to simplify this. So if you remember your exponent rules, that's just an x to the first. You can subtract. 1 minus 2/3 gets me x to the 1/3 power. So this is really the same as 4 times x to the 1/3 power. This is the same as x to the 1/2 power. Radical is x to the 1/2 power. So now we're ready to take the derivative. So that was the original function simplified. Now I take the derivative, or f prime of x, and the power rule says take the exponent and multiply it to the coefficient. 4 times 1/3 is 4/3 x, and then subtract 1 from the exponent. So it's 1/3 minus 1, which gets me negative 2/3. And then the same thing here. Minus 7 times 1/2 is 7/2 x. Subtract 1 from this exponent to get negative 1/2. And then we don't like negative exponents, so we can clean this up a little bit. The 4 is in the numerator, the 3 is in the denominator, x, and then it's 2/3 moved back to the denominator, and now it's positive. And you can leave it as 2/3. You don't need to write it as a radical. This one is minus a 7 over 2. And you can write it as x to the 1/2, or you could write that as radical x. Either of those would be fine. And that's the power rule for one problem. We have a bunch of them, but there's one. All right, that's it.